Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Moustache John. Ladies and gentlemen, Moustache John here. We are coming up on an exciting match week 7 in the English Premier League. In this video, we're going to take a look at all the upcoming matches, review the betting odds on Bovada.com. As always, not a sponsor of the channel. Maybe one day. We'll see. Thanks for tuning in and taking a ride. I'm going to give you some tips on what bets you may want to avoid, what bets you may want to place. Do your own thing, though, all right? I'm not responsible for your money. I'm going to be putting a few bucks down on some of these games. I'll let you know what I'm doing. You make your own decisions. Let's dive on in. All right, starting out the weekend with another Friday match in the Premier League. We got Wolves, who started out pretty slow this year. They are hosting Crystal Palace. Odds are even for a Wolves win. I'm tempted. I'll probably jump on that. Let's see what the other matches' odds look like. I usually bet 2, 3, sometimes 4 matches. Even odds for Wolves. I don't hate it. Saturday's matches are no good, folks. We've got City going to Sheffield. We got Chelsea going to Burnley. And we got Liverpool hosting West Ham. I don't like to bet on the top 6 teams against the bottom ones unless the odds for some reason are in my favor. I think City wins. I think Chelsea wins. I think Liverpool wins. But with City at a minus 360, Chelsea at a minus 195, Liverpool at a minus 290, folks, skip it. All right, you don't want to put a big lump sum down on a team that you think is a sure thing, and then they end up, that's the week that they just happen to blow it and get a 1-1 draw or something like that. So skip those matches on Saturday if you're putting bets down. On Sunday, this is where it gets a little interesting, folks. Villa, who only have 1 loss, they lost to Leeds last weekend, so they're coming off their first defeat. I think over the course of time, they're not going to be in the top 6. All right, so their points are going to level out over the course of the season. I don't necessarily think it's going to start here against Southampton, though. So put some money down on Aston Villa, plus 140, hosting Southampton. I think they get all 3 points this weekend. Next up, someone who's actually been making some money for me this year, Everton. Great signings. I'm going to say it every week. James Rodriguez and Allen to add to their signings from the previous year. They got a great starting 11, not super deep, so I don't expect them to stay at top of the table. There's going to be some injuries, whatever. You get a little tired legs. You got to rotate some players. But for this weekend, even odds going to Newcastle, I don't hate it. Folks. Probably going to throw some money on Everton. Like I said, they've been doing real well for me this year. I don't hate the even odds. Going to Newcastle, put it down. Then, maybe the biggest match of the weekend, we got Manchester United red hot coming off of a victory in UEFA Champions League, hosting Arsenal. Arsenal are wildly inconsistent. Sometimes they can come out and play like 2008 Barcelona. Sometimes they come out and they play like my high school team. So we were garbage, by the way. We were really bad. I never bet on Arsenal. I'm hesitant to bet against them, but also screw Arsenal right now. So let's go ahead and put some money on Man United to keep their form. I mean, Rashford, hat trick off the bench this week. Come on, let's get him in the starting lineup. Let's go Red Devils, minus 105. Not the best juice for the squeeze, but I'll take it. I will take that. Tottenham, I got them winning over Brighton, but at a minus 170. Not interested in that bet. Spurs have been just inconsistent enough for that to worry me, and the minus 170 is just outside of my price range for that juice to be worth the squeeze, so we're skipping that. That then brings us to the Monday matches. We got 2 Monday matches that are pretty interesting. So Fulham hosting West Brom. Fulham need points, folks. Even this early on in the season, I've been saying this for 2-3 weeks now, and they've been letting me down. So I think this week I'm going to avoid it. I'm going to skip putting money on Fulham. I've been saying that they need wins. They need points. They're going to get it from this team and that team. It hasn't been happening. So I'm going to stop the bleeding. I'm not going to bet on Fulham. I think they'll get a win, but also West Brom are like captain get a draw, and Fulham are winless in their last 5. So not super confident. I'm tempted at the plus 140 for Fulham. Probably going to pass on that one. And then that leads us with what I think is going to be a very exciting match. Leeds and Leicester City. Leeds have kind of been the giant slayer of this year. Gave Liverpool some problems. Gave Aston Villa, who's not a giant, but undefeated so far, gave them their first loss last weekend. Plus 155. Ooh, it's tough to bet against Leicester and Jamie Vardy, but just as a fan of what Leeds has going on this year and for the sake of getting some money on the table, I think I'm going Leeds with the plus 155. I'm not too uncomfortable with that. I'm not too uncomfortable with that at all. Okay, so let's see what we got for the weekend. Quick overview. We can go Wolves over Palace for even. I like that. Skipping Saturday's matches. Villa over Southampton. Everton going into Newcastle and getting all 3 points. Manchester United over Arsenal. And then let's go ahead. Let's make it a big week. Let's get some money on the table. Let's go Leeds over Leicester, folks. All right, so there's 5 bets for you. Once again, as always, it's your money. Do what you want with it. All right, I'm not responsible for what you do with it. Make your own decisions. This is just what I'm going to do. All right, let me know down in the comments what you think of my review. If you watched last week and you made some bets, let me know how you did. I'm always curious to get some feedback on it. I didn't do so great. I think I was like 1 for 3, 1 for 4. So curious to see how you guys did. Let me know down in the comments, folks. All right, follow me on Instagram at the undefeated Moustache John. We'll keep the conversation going in between these videos. As always, thank you for tuning in and taking a ride. Catch y'all next time.